About the travel stop list is immaterial because the matter involves an extradition process which is fundamentally different from the routine stop list that you are asking for. Manasseh.
Well, I'm not asking for it. There have been debates ongoing, and the debate has been that some security chiefs in the past administration did not cooperate with the OSP, and this conversation arose because some people said he watched Ken Ofori leave the country.
They are grooming themselves. People say Samuel Okujato, Sami Jamfi, Malik, and then Ako Okumasi, my friend say, Minister no, Asante Amako Hene. He is grooming them because for the future, President Wom, Vice President Wom, we don't want OSP to tarnish their image.
Out of war, OSP, Office of the Special Prosecutor, Kisie Jabin, Ochini Mutai, Kodi Obeko, because Utien Commoni, the Eboba, amount for protests or more ye, petition about Bontins or Munjino. You can tell say OSP Nangasano, Nkofwe meaning no low key dada. Now, there may be can cry their basto bubbles because Martin Pebu ababedin komo. Now, according to Martin Pebu Chra, it was under the OSP's watch. And Ken Ofori Ejani Figana Hakoye. In time of war, inti Ken Ofori Figana Hakoni na OSP Nitua. And no man koye. Which means to say it confirms in someone Kevin Taylor say umune say OSP or the 2 million air walking Ofori home by. Out of 1 million why be just no you protest ne kakra. Now feed them common the boba deep inside details and the lawyer Martin Pebu and about to no church so yes security investigations to be at the right time no info about one thing. We a new viewer now subscribe to your channel where may just over subscribe, like it, try your comments ni share video no nema afoforo into me and share so ida majile yanko yen updates ni enti me hu se protest bi koso this protest we the omunse momo kan ni na say I was say OSP Kisie Jabin omunyi ni fanfio.
Let me tell you something. Let me give you this. Ofori went to Parliament to tell the whole Ghana, all Ghanaians that the banking sector, they need reform. So they need 9 billion. Listen to me, they need 9 billion to restructure the banks. The bank, they collapsed. They need 9 billion to restructure the bank, to secure the job for the youth, to protect our market women, to save them, to help the farmers. He rather use 25 billion. Why don't you call him to come and answer? Why don't you? That's my evidence. Why don't you call him to come and answer? Yeah, person my second when you free or and you so be good anymore. See, we have some and collaborate in this one. They are grooming themselves. People say Samuel Okujato, Sami Jamfi, Malik, and then Ako Okumasi, my friend say, Minister no, Asante Amako Hene. He is grooming them. Because for the future, President Wom, Vice President Wom, we don't want OSP to tarnish their image. OSP because the Orano was headed by who? Okujato. We don't want that OSP to tarnish Okujato's image. Thank you.
This all share this video. You can tell us about Panro didn't come in time. I don't know. Say OSP YNBBO, but it is something related to Ken Ofori and under the former governors. In Yamabio Modi na Nkoye. Enye easy. Na sanko mo we na wutiemu Martin Pebu ababedibi our chechem say OSP need your chin mutan obeko because under the watch and or share ma Ken Ofori if Ghana hakoye. Now of information ebobo banu anoding. Yenche video we say what this side.
Say that your argument about the travel stop list is immaterial because the matter involves an extradition process which is fundamentally different from the routine stop list that you are asking for. Manasseh.
Well, I'm not asking for it. There have been debates ongoing, and the debate has been that some security chiefs in the past administration did not cooperate with the OSP. And this conversation arose because some people said he watched Ken Ofori leave the country. And so my point was to find out from these people, if someone is saying you did not cooperate and they were helpless, what was the situation at the time? Did the person approach you and request your help in this matter? And they said no. And I just wanted to find out, even if now the person or these people are on the stop list. And I was surprised to learn that they are still not there. When I spoke to the OSP, I spoke to the special prosecutor himself. He said that, look, there are mechanisms to pick them up. They wouldn't even get to the immigration desk, something I also put there in the write-up. But the security chiefs said that if someone is on a stop list, they don't only concern themselves with the airport. We have the seaport and the land borders across. So if there is no formal communication to put someone on the stop list, then the person going through the system may not be apprehended, because if you don't have the orders to stop somebody from traveling or getting in, you cannot do that. So these are the facts that I've put out there. And some of the comments they have made to the effect that their investigation established Ken Ofori as a key, whatever. I think that was said in the documentary in 2023.
Well, but that's what Hamid Ako is saying, that in this statement in response to you, he says it is their investigation, the OSP's investigation, that uncovered Ken Ofori as the key architect in this entire SML thing. You disagree?
Well, anybody who cares to revisit our documentary would see Ken Ofori in even the promo of that documentary. The online stories, the very first online story, it is still online, published in December 2023. The title is, the headline, "The 3 billion CD lie. Government pays hundreds of millions to a company in a shady deal." The first photograph there is Ken Ofori, and then you have Christian Soti, who is the managing director of SML. So at every material point, we mention this. And Akori was also mentioned. And if Ghanaians care to know, the OSP has confessed that at the time Ernest Akori was leaving the country, that was almost the end of 2024, the Office of the Special Prosecutor did not know that he was a person of interest. That is right. I agree with them. And that is because as of 2024 November, the Office of the Special Prosecutor of the Republic of Ghana had not started the SML investigation. And I'm saying this on authority. Tomorrow I'll provide the evidence. If you are also saying that you could not stop him because the security people, the heads of the immigration, the NIB and national security did not support you, then we will be asking, did you reach out to them? The question is no. Why didn't you reach out? Well, I knew that they would not cooperate with me. That's why I didn't reach out. And that's the argument I've been having with Mr. Kisia Jabin. If you reach out to them and they did not support you, then you would have a case. But you can't just assume that they wouldn't support you, you don't reach out, and then you blame them. So these are some of the facts I'm trying to put out there, so that when we are having this discussion, everybody knows that the people were not reached out to. They were not written to stop.
Manasseh, on that bit about what he said regarding the other security agencies and the lack of cooperation, he said during the previous administration, this is a response to you, it was the heads of the certain institutions who were accused of non-cooperation, not the institutions themselves. So those individuals are no longer in office. But Kisi actually never said that in the video. Is that interview?
He did not say what?
This particular quote that Samida Akon, put out in response to you.
Yes, I didn't hear that.
Yes.
What I heard was that the people, the security services were not cooperating, only the Ghana Police Service.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I heard. But how can you say that the heads were not cooperating, but the institutions themselves would have cooperated? I think the institutions are not the buildings, it's the people and the management that run them. But the point I'm just trying to make is that these are facts that I want to put out there, so that when we are having this debate, we now know that the special prosecutor did not write to them, and he has his reasons. In the current administration that the office says they are cooperating, they have not been written to put Ken on a stop list. He has his reason. So that if any of the suspects or the accused sneak in and out, we know who to place the blame on. And as journalists, it is part of our responsibility to put these facts out there to get the public to know who did what, who did not do what, so that they make up their minds.
Well, the judgment, it depends on where, or your perspective, or where you view the decision. If you are for the MPP, it will not sound good for you. If you are an NDC, you will be so happy to have that judgment. And all is due to the previous by-elections or rerun that has occurred that the NDC has won. So it will not sound good for the MPP, but good for the NDC. But you know, it depends on the content or the details of the elections. That is the constituency. And when you profile the constituency, you can realize that the NDC may have an upper hand in that constituency, because from 1996 to 20, that is 2008. The NDC has won by there's a candidate. That is one candidate have all 1996, 2000, 2004, and 2008. And the MPP started winning the elections. That is from 2012 and 2016 with this candidate, the current candidate. Let's say the MP for now. Maybe the rerun will decide whether it continues or not. That is Mr. Matthew. And when it came to 2020, the NDC also won in 2020. But 2024, what makes the NDC very happy for the rerun is that President Mahama won the election with a difference with Dr. Bawumia on 100 votes. 100 votes. And the MP won a difference of 3,734. So the constituency, you might have a dicey when it comes to rerun. But the issue is that the MDC candidate presented about, I think, 41 polling stations for it to be annulled or be changed, but with other issues in terms of misconduct, in terms of not being present at the collation center, and also saying that there was biometric kind of issues. So I don't know whether the courts, based on previous constituencies like a Big Mawen, there were some issues about some police stations, they made a rerun. But since they presented about 41, and later the court in his own wisdom realized that they have to do a whole constituency, and that is where the issue comes in with the MPP trying to think that the ruling is not fair to them. So they have to go in for the appeal. So it gives an indication about how the NDC pursue 2024 elections. They pursue it with all kinds of strategies, with all kinds of aggressiveness towards the parliamentary candidate, hence the presidential. Because the way they were able to take more seats determines how they strategize for this. Whatever, maybe it might sound good or it might not be a good strategy or not, but at the end of the day, they really strategize for that. So I believe that at the end of the day, if it goes on appeal, the appeal court will decide. it might go for a rerun for only that 41 constituency. That might be, should I say, well, a fair judgment for the MPP rather than a general kind of constituency election. So it's a bit dicey, but in all, if there's a rerun of 41 or a general constituency election, I think the MPP might not take the seat back, but the NDC will take the seat. So it is a mirrored kind of dicey situation about that constituency. But that constituency can be described as a strained constituency of which the NDC always have the upper hand. And I think that it might go for the NDC if there's any kind of by-election, rerun, or whatever kind of election. Even 41, the NDC will take the seat back.
We have the issue of decentralization.
Everything is clear. Everything is clear. Now we share the corner. I am sure say Omampeni Mahama ne reshuffle oba be no and also obey no. It will be possible pass OSP obekobi. You say okasa kika nsem bi or the count ne charges bi aba enkrofo 8 is enkrofo 7. Yeah, share. But whatever it is, no, say koyo, some koyo. I am not sure say Ghanaians will be happy if the president still keeps OSP because share the ebo banner. I'm not. Mami who are in your comment anymore. Subscribe, like, and share this video for more.